This video is meant to update partners and unit holders about the most recent business operations at TC Energy, one of the top holdings in our segregated fund portfolios. Hi, I'm Gordon Weeb. I'm licensed as an underwriter in the provinces of BC, Alberta, and Saskatchewan. My practice focuses on helping clients meet their financial goals and objectives, typically using annuities. This presentation represents due diligence on one of the underlying assets in some of the recommended portfolios. And just before we begin, regulations require the following disclosure statement. This video is published on or about September 11th, 2020, and it is for information purposes only. This is not an offer to purchase securities or products. No representation is made. Items presented here may not be suitable for everyone. Rates change and values fluctuate, sometimes wildly. Please consult an experienced qualified licensed professional prior to investing to ensure that your investments are a part of a comprehensive plan designed to help you and your family meet your long-term financial goals and objectives. Also, when recommending products and planning strategies, broad tax and legal issues may be discussed. Nothing should be construed as tax or legal advice. Okay, now that that box is checked, let's move on. Here's our agenda. Number 1, we'll provide some background on TC Energy's business operations. Number 2, we'll look at some of the partners in charge. Number 3, we'll review the latest quarterly operating results released on Thursday, July 30th. And number 4, we'll look at the outlet for TC Energy's business. TC Energy was formerly known as TransCanada Corporation or TransCanada Pipeline. They are one of North America's largest energy companies focused on building and operating safe, reliable energy infrastructure, including pipelines, energy storage facilities, and power generation. Their infrastructure projects reach all corners of North America, including Mexico. Their pipeline infrastructure supplies 25% of all natural gas to North American consumers and industry. They operate 4,900 kilometers of liquid pipelines, including the Keystone network, which transports 20% of all Alberta crude to refining facilities south of the border. They own and operate 7 power generation facilities, 75% of which produce no emissions, and they're a developer of high-efficiency natural gas facilities, technology that would go a long way to assisting in global carbon reductions. Here are a couple of individuals providing corporate leadership. Russ Girling has been President and Chief Executive Officer since July 1st, 2010. Slim Vanasalia is currently Chairman of the Board. He also serves on the Board of Directors at Great-West Life, Power Financial, and RioCan Real Estate Investment Trust. Mr. Girling has led TC Energy through a period of unprecedented growth, including the development of its liquid pipelines business, expansion of its power generation portfolio, and the successful $13 billion acquisition of Columbia Pipeline Group in July 2016. His business acumen and managerial skills are quite extraordinary. At the end of the second quarter, TC Energy reported net income of just over $1 billion. That represents an increase of about $174 million or 21% over the same period last year. Quarterly earnings per share grew from 83 cents a share to $1.09 a share, representing a 31% increase. Dividends increased from 69 cents to 75 cents a share. Looking at their annual performance, revenues at TC Energy have remained a constant $13 billion plus. However, net income has increased from just under $3 billion in 2017 to $3.976 billion at the end of 2019, an increase of 32.6%. Earnings per share have increased from $3.09 a share in 2017 to $4.14 a share at the end of 2019. That's an increase of 34%. Dividends have grown from $2.50 a share in 2017 to $3 a share by the end of 2019, representing a 16% growth rate. TC Energy has a long, enviable track record of rewarding long-term shareholders with increased dividends. From 2000 to 2015, their compounded annual growth rate was 7%. Since 2015, dividends have grown at 8 to 10% per year. That's quite a record of dividend increases. Let's talk a bit about risk management and their business outlook. First, the numbers suggest they've weathered the initial COVID shock quite seamlessly. Demand for heat, power, and energy remain fairly constant in spite of the pandemic. Second, their outlook for sustainable growth is exceptionally positive. They have $20 billion earmarked for projects over the next decade. Demand for clean energy should continue to grow well into the future. Shareholders stand to benefit from that growth. It's why TC Energy remains a constant in our portfolios. And as a means of providing protection to clients, when held under a contract, unit holders benefit from A. Capital guarantees, B. The right to transfer ownership without triggering a tax event, C. The right to name beneficiaries and bypass the probate process, and D. A degree of credit protection not afforded other investments or asset classes. To summarize, TC Energy continues to be a prominent North American energy infrastructure company. Their diversified infrastructure operations should be in demand for years to come, thus providing shareholders with risk-adjusted growth potential. And that's it. If you have questions or would like more information about this presentation, please contact me, Gordon Wiebe, by email at gord@think-income.com or visit my website at www.think-income.com. And if you've enjoyed this presentation and found it informative, please give it a thumbs up just below the screen and consider viewing other presentations on our Think Income YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. Remember, please stay safe, stay sage, and stay well.